Yeah, I'm back. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here, Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily.
Yes.
I hear somebody's phone going off there.
No,
Yeah, I'm sure.
wasn't mine.
Sure.
It wasn't the Weather Channel or nothing.
I know we're like on time today. Yeah, we were at the Kiwanis. We had a joint meeting, and we didn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
I just had to talk.
Didn't have to tear anything apart, and it was like 4.5 minutes from here.
That's right. Yeah, I got my truck. Turn you a mile up the road. Oh, okay, that's where it's at. All right. Anything new for you today?
No. Other than it's tiresome, beginning to become tiresome explaining the $418 million settlement and what that actually means in real terms right now. And right now it doesn't mean much of anything other than it will probably be restructuring to where the buyers will pay their agent directly or through concessions from the seller. And things will go on kind of as normal. Well, and I know not every loan will allow you to do that, but
right. But you can get closing costs or whatever. There's going to be, I think it's going to be more like commercial where you just call up and what are you giving to the agent on the other side?
Yeah.
You still won't get a hold of them until after they accept your contract. But,
right.
And then they go, we're only giving 1%.
Yeah, 1%. Okay, well, I'm going to tear up my contract. Back in the black days and before computers and stuff, we used to write at the bottom of the purchase contract, offer of compensation and sellers, listing broker to pay by selling broker 3% minus $20 for the MLS stamp.
You've been saying that for a while.
It's probably going to go back to similar to that. And there's going to be a mixture of buyer brokerage agreements.
Well, it's going to make it to where the buyer broker is taken care of now, not have to worry about who's paying. If they go out of town, they don't get their commission.
It's oh, sorry, you left. Bye.
I left and I went and looked at a thing and that person said, hey, we're we just go ahead and write it up with us. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. And I think you'll see a lot more of that as well. I think you'll see a lot of buyers go directly to the listing agent and just cut out the frustration and the confusion. You're also going to see what we're seeing right now is just a bevy of misinformation out there. People jumping to conclusions as to what's going to happen.
That's like at the meeting today, Jim Burrow was like, hey, what's going on there?
Right.
And that's why I said, go talk to those two. Because I don't see we have no idea. This is not, there's no finalized anything. It's going to take a couple of years.
Yeah.
I just said the difference will be, like you said before, it's not going to be in the MLS anymore,
right?
Which it should have never. That's what really caused the problem.
You know what? I truly think so. And
because if you were a home builders, right, and you put in you had a where you showed all your property, or even at a car dealership where everybody showed all their cars and a thing, and then said, we'll pay you X amount if one of your salespeople sells these.
Right.
That would be the same thing.
Right.
And that's what set up. It's not that it truly was. It's just looks like.
Right. And I remember when Metro List, which is the company we use, and National Association of Realtors, MLS companies, said, we're going to start putting the offer of compensation in the MLS. So compensation flows through the multiple listing service. And everybody thought, oh, well, that makes it so much easier. You can see exactly what you're going to get paid for doing that. Now, it's created a legal issue, which I really think is ludicrous.
We shouldn't talk anymore about it because we have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably not going to change much. The last time something like this happened was 2006 when they changed the mortgage industry, how we get paid and everything else, and what we have to show. And we went from a good faith estimate to a loan estimate, and then a CD, and everybody's like, oh my God, this is horrible. And I was like, thank God I don't have to show what I make up front anymore.
Right.
Because as a broker, you always had to show on the good faith estimate what you made, and everybody's like, your house covering that and blah blah blah. They don't understand it's paid by outside, so it looked like we were charging more,
right?
And that's why everybody became a lender or a net branch, I should say, not really a lender. They all became net branches.
Gotcha.
Then now it's just at the end, like everybody else. So
just take it in the end.
Well, they don't pay it anyway. It's paid by the lender to us, not them.
Right.
There's no loan. There's no yield spread premium like they used to be. All right. So let's get into the numbers today. Before
what do we have? Today's Thursday.
Yes, it is. So we had ISM manufacturing came in the other day. I think we talked about it. It declined from 52.6 to 51.4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's telling you that this was a miss, as a market was expecting a slight gain in manufacturing, because just the other day we saw a service one that was higher.
Right.
Today in the manufacturing is down. If it still remains above 50, it's expansion. So we're still in that expansion mode, but it is showing that it's going the other way.
Gotcha.
All right. Initial jobless claims came in today. Of course, that is the filing for unemployment benefits for the first time. It rose 9,000 to 221,000. While
for the first time,
not the first time.
But I mean, those are first time.
Yeah, first time people filing
applying.
the first time. So that's initial is the first time.
Right.
Continuing is
the
continuing. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I understood what you just said. So
right, and even though this is low, 221,000, it's the initial claims is the highest level in the last 3 months. So continuing claims, those on benefits after their initial claim, that fell by 19,000 and 1.79 million, falling back below the 1.8 million level. But you got to remember, you can't stay on it forever.
Right.
So you
have to fall off eventually.
Eventually, people will fall off because they max out. This is not the pandemic where you could be on here for 14 years. Right. During the pandemic, they're like, we're giving extended federal, and then we're going to give extended and extended and extended. Go ahead and stay home, play Xbox.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll
Thank
pay.
God the pandemic
by the way,
only lasted 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you were self-employed, this is for the first time you can get unemployment as a self-employed person.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. And I'm like going, okay, they just set a precedence for self-employed then going forward.
Right.
That they should be able to get unemployment. But they're going to come back and it was only a program during this period of time. We only do that for people who don't have their own companies.
Right. Well, okay. I'm going to sell my company.
It's like, we don't want business owners to go out and do this, because if we did this, then everybody would be a business owner and not work for somebody.
Right. Which probably would be a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But all right. So bottom line, where are our numbers today? The bond market's up by 3 basis points. Woo-hoo! We're through the roof.
Yeah.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water.
It won't hold us.
All right. But the 10 years at 4.3473. We opened at 3.492. So we're just hovering here. I heard some things this morning, because I always get up early because I'm old.
Yeah.
And they're talking about we might see the bond go to 4.8.
Really?
Yeah. Before we see it go down again.
And
even though Fed came out yesterday and said, "Oh, we're going to do 3 more times. We're going to lower by 3 more times." Yeah. We're going to lower 3 times this year. Really? You're not even going to do 1.
Yeah. Earlier.
Mark my words. If I'm wrong, great. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
But what's that song?
If I don't want, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Okay. I didn't want to go that far with you.
I just don't want to be right.
Oh, by the way, Jeremiah Williams wants to sing the national anthem at the Firewalk for veterans. First responders. Yeah. So he's going to come out each night and do that.
Cool.
I hope he has a good voice.
He actually does.
Okay. Again, we're talking
about, and he remembers the words.
That's the most important.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have to sing at Kiwanis, so I guess it's good that he's in that club.
I just hate what he says by the dog's early light. It's really dawn.
Does he say dogs?
No.
All right. So we're talking about Operation Firewalk. It's for veterans and first responders. Saturday, April 12th. I'm sorry, Friday, April 12th, Saturday, April 13th. Really sign up for April 13th. Friday is for people who can't make the Saturday, but really can make Friday. What I mean is it's really for everybody who's involved, trying to put this on. It's a walkthrough, everything. We do have it open for veterans in the local area if you want to come that day, but really it was set up for the 13th. And that was just an extra day we added to do like a run through, since this is the first ever.
Yeah.
Right.
So you understand what the heck you did
wrong,
what you did right.
And we can fix it by the next day.
Exactly.
So everybody goes, wow, that was freaking amazing. It's like they've done this before.
So Friday begins at what time?
5:15, the same as Saturday.
Okay.
It says that you can get there at 4:30, but you can and get in there. Food's going to be around 5:30, start talking around 6:30. So I don't care if food doesn't start till 6 and they start talking at 6:30 and you're still eating. I don't care. That's works. Right.
What's the weather supposed to be like that?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Okay. I do.
All right, move on. We got other things.
Should I wear short pants?
You should. Nobody wants this. Well, you don't want to wear long pants and burn them.
True. Yeah, my feet were fine, but my legs were scorched.
Yeah, I caught everything on fire. And as I'm telling people, don't focus on the Firewalk.
Yeah.
Come for the people who are speaking, the keynote speakers, everything. This is a motivational thing. It's to help you. If you don't want to walk, that's fine. Just come out and watch other people do it.
And the keynote speaker is?
One of them is David Albin, but he's the one that's going to do the ceremony and everything. Dave Sanders is the guy that was the last person off the plane that went down in the Hudson, getting everybody else off.
That Scully landed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess they both had a decent job.
Yeah.
Well, to make sure it stay on and make sure everybody gets off, most people don't do that.
No, most people are just like, I'll get the hell out of here.
Well, he's like, I was in the back of the plane anyway.
Finishing a cocktail.
So I just stayed, and then when I came out, everybody's like, "You're the last one, great job." I'm just kidding. That's just being a smart ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. That's all I have for today. There's not much news. Tomorrow's a BLS jobs report, which could really mess with the market because we have a feeling it's going to show some negative numbers. Not negative, good for us, but negative,
bad for us.
Yeah, so better. So not showing much unemployment.
Bureau of Labor Statistics. I got it down.
All right, great for you. All right,
I'm learning.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Make it a great Thursday.
Yes, everybody get out there, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Remember, wherever you are, there you are.
There I was. All right, mate. Bye.